Good day to all MICIT trainees, returning students. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that you and your family are staying home and staying safe. It is my pleasure to welcome you back to MICIT's new academic year. My name is Toni Marie Billouin, and I am the coordinator of guidance and counseling at MICIT. What does guidance and counseling do? Well, we help support you as an individual by giving you life skills instruction, which you would already be familiar with, having been through more than half of your curriculum thus far. Life skills helps you to know and understand yourself, to understand your interpersonal skills, and to develop new ones. Life skill also helps you to know your employability skills, your communication skills, to improve these areas that will help you throughout your life. It will help you in any setting that you find yourself. The guidance counselors help you in 3 areas. Career awareness, they help you to choose career and do career pathing. Your academic area, how can you choose a course to further your education? If you want to become something, you have an idea in your head as to what career you want, how can I get there? How can I make a personal plan to achieve my goals? That's the guidance counselor is there to help you with that. And also your personal and social relationships. We help you to develop skills, to counsel you, to get through situations that are happening on a personal level and on a social level, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or even if it is your best friend, or just someone you have to deal with in the workplace that might upset you. We go through these issues and concerns that you have and help you to cope, help you to adjust your perspective, and help you to see that it can be better for you. So one of the things that I need to touch on is the fact that we are moving from the usual traditional classroom setting to blended learning. And what does blended learning mean? That means that you will be learning partially in the classroom / workshop, and partially you will be learning at home in front of your computer or your cell phone or tablet. So that is a very big shift from what we are accustomed to. So we are here to help you to adjust in that way. If you have any challenges, not IT challenges, but emotions that may come out, or even the way that you think about it, you can contact your counselor. The new online learning environment, like I mentioned before, it's going to be blended. But learning online is new to majority of us. And as such, we are going to have to make some adjustments. We are going to have to take out a space in our home where we will continue to learn. So I'm just going to share with you some tips that I noted for you to help you to in this adjustment. Okay? So you want to set times to engage in your course. When are you going to complete your tasks that will be assessed? When will you complete your tasks for your instructors? Don't rush your work. Do not rush your work. You want to take everything in stages. You want to pace yourself, because if you rush through, it's not going to remain in the brain, right? So you want to pace it. Take time to ask questions. Oftentimes as instructors, we find that students shy away from asking questions in front of everybody. On an online platform, it may be even more so. Take the time to ask the questions, because a question that you ask during an online class can help so many more students that are just as fearful of asking a question. There is no foolish question. All questions help people to learn. Okay? Engage your instructors during your online classroom. Explore the technology that you will be introduced to later on. Explore the technology before you get into your classroom setting. Explore that technology, see how it works, see what things mean. Anything that you're not sure about, make sure and have a question jotted down so that you can ask those questions. Get in a quiet space, as I mentioned before. You want to set aside a place that is going to be silent enough for you to focus. For you to focus and take in the information that is being given to you. Turn off media. I know it's difficult to stay away from your friends, to put away your phone, but it may be wise to stay away from WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. Stay away from those social media while you are in class time. Set your schedule. Set your schedule and stick to it. If nothing else, it's going to keep you disciplined for when you reach into the world of work, which is always going to be an asset. Virtual classroom etiquette. It's important to note that you will want to not bother, not interrupt the classroom as it goes on by leaving on your mic, by having your video showing, by posting up weird pictures as your status picture. You want to avoid doing those things. You want to have classroom etiquette. In the discussions, in the chat rooms, you want to maintain classwork and discussions on class situations, not interpersonal situations, but directly what is on the topic. Yeah. Take a short break every hour. Stand up and move about. You don't want to catch a cramp. You don't want to lose your focus. So you take a little moment to yourself. Drink some water. Get a little snack that you could eat so that you can continue to focus. That kind of thing. Okay. And the last thing that I want to speak on is how are you going to be counseled now? How are you going to contact the counselors? So, to contact the counselors, it's really simple. You can call MICIT and ask for your counselor's email address if you know them by name. Ask for their email address. If you do not know your counselor by name, you can ask for the guidance and counseling unit. Let them know which center you belong to, and leave a message as to your name, a number that you can be contacted by, and that information will be passed on to your guidance counselor, who will in turn contact you. If you do not get onto the guidance and counseling unit, you can call your center coordinator, or you can ask them for the direct line of your guidance counselor. In any of these options, the information ought to reach your guidance counselor, and they will contact you to make an appointment or to even have a discussion in the case of an emergency. So in future, if you have to meet for a counseling session, we will utilize technology and have virtual counseling session. In the event that you and your counselor makes an arrangement to have a physical meeting, that can be arranged, but that will be on an individual level. But we are here to serve you. Thank you and welcome back. Welcome back. The world has just become smaller, it's just opening up, and we thank you for continuing to support MICIT as we support you in your learning. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.